Hello, YouTube family. This is GoAskTeddy92. You can like and subscribe if you like the content. And tonight, I'm going to talk to you about sleeping with the enemy. And I'm going to use the To Die For movie as an example to break down real life elements on why not to choose the wrong person. It's starring Nicole Kidman, Matt Dillon, other legendary figures in this movie, and it's considered a cult classic. I definitely love the movie. It's something different, but I want to use the Nicole Kidman character Suzanne and the Matt Dillon character that was playing as the husband, Larry. Matt Dillon was playing as Larry on there. I want to use that as an example, that concept as an example, like not to choose the wrong person and certain consequences that can happen by being too infatuated and too stuck on a person. And the situation is really, and the situation is crazy. Like, don't ever choose the wrong person. You could be sleeping with the enemy. Like, for example, Larry, he was so stuck and infatuated with the Nicole Kidman character, Suzanne. And his sister on the movie, she noticed it, like, why you don't choose so-and-so, this, that, and the third, like a different type of female. Like, Matt Dillon character on there, he was a popular guy, had a motorcycle, kept money on him, was good with his hands. He had a bunch of women chasing him, but he had his eyes and his nose was wide open for the Nicole Kidman character, Suzanne. And that was one of the biggest mistakes. Like, if you've seen the movie, viewers, if you've seen the movie, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Like, for example, on one of the many reasons why she was a bad fit, and when you need to know in real life when someone's a bad fit. For example, after they got married, they was dating for a while. You know, he ended up winning her over. So he thought. Even bought her a puppy that she ended up naming Walter. But they ended up tying a knot, getting married. Obviously, Larry's sister didn't agree with it at all, which I don't blame her whatsoever. But my point on this is, they get married. They go. She was so manipulative and calculated that they go on a honeymoon in Florida, right? No, to do what spouses is supposed to do: enjoy each other, celebrate their marriage, and that. But my point is, they go to the honeymoon. She didn't tell her husband. She didn't tell her husband that her main intention for going on that honeymoon was to go to a national broadcaster conference. It was a convention that she read about in a magazine, in an entertainment magazine, that it was supposed to be a lot of big shot TV directors, news reporters, producers, you know, because she was trying to push her agenda, focusing on her career. But the rabbit hole gets deeper on that. The movie never say directly what happened, but me watching the movie, like, if you watch the movie, like, once you watch a movie numerous of times, more than 5, 10, 20 times, one of the guys that was speaking at the conference, I guess he was considered supposed to be a big shot. He get to explain it to Suzanne about how when he was at a network in New York, a woman that's now popular, she used to work at a radio station in the Midwest, but I guess it was not a popular radio station, so obviously it wasn't Chicago or no big market, anything like that. It must have been a small market, like a state or city that's not really a big market. But the point is, he telling Suzanne, the Nicole Kidman character, about how the woman ended up doing sexual favors for him to ended up blowing up, advancing her career. And basically he was shooting his shot. He ordering her margaritas with Bloody Marys for her to getting drunker. So putting two to two together on that, basically it was implied that she ended up sleeping with him or giving him oral sex. That's what's really implied on there. Because when he rubbed his hand on her thigh, she didn't reject that at all. And this is a woman that's supposed to just got married and got a husband sleeping in the hotel. So the movie doesn't say directly, but at the same time it's implied that she slept with him. And might have slept with the other dude that was at the another guy that was at the table too. I don't know, but I know for a fact it's implied that the older man, that the big shot that was speaking at the conference, slept with a newlywed and probably got some oral sex with it too. And that's like, man, that's just ridiculous on its own. Not to mention her being cold towards her husband every time he brought up having a family, bringing a child into the world. How she'd be so stiff and cold towards him. And the main point in the video is you gotta know when you gotta be accountable when you're choosing the wrong woman, man. If the woman is causing static, and it always got to be her way, man, you got to let that go. Like, even though it's just a movie, but in the same token, I look at certain things, art imitates life. Like, and this movie is loosely based on a true story. If for some viewers don't know, like, everything, of course, is not accurate whatsoever, but it's loosely based on a true story of a woman like that. And that's enough on its own. And a lot of you guys, I know you want to find love, you want to be able to find a monogamous relationship. And I'm not whatsoever a dating coach, so I'm not even about to go there. I'm not no next Kevin Samuels, none of that. But I do know I've been in situations where you gotta know when to hold yourself accountable. You gotta know when a woman is really want to be with you and she really rocking with you. Because on the movie, if Larry wasn't so infatuated with her, he would have known she wasn't fit to be a wife whatsoever. She was just a one night stand, or she was just a fling, just to, all right, y'all kick it for a few months, our friends with benefits, y'all be cool for 3-6 months, or just have her in that friends with benefits box. But she definitely wasn't a wife. She didn't fit the wife position. She slept with a man just to think she was gonna advance her career, and it didn't even advance her career. She still had to start off at a local TV station. So she did all that for nothing. You done gave your best to a man that just used you. Yeah, he was a big shot, but you already know how that go, and you know that happens in real life. It's a lot. That's why it's a lot of people that try to get in the entertainment industry or whatever the case may be, or in the corporate ladder. So everybody that do sexual favors don't advance. That's the reality. That ain't always the case. Some people be like, "Oh, this person slipped to the top," and this, that, and the third. But that's not always true. Some people get used, chewed up, and spit out. They use that person for what they can gain, what they can get, and that's it. Never heard from again. Ghost. Gone with the wind. Gone, Casper the Ghost. Going ghost like Danny Phantom. Like it's a wrap. But that's really the main point of the video. Like, y'all cats gotta know, y'all men in general gotta know when a woman really like you, and she really wants you and desire you and really want to build with you. Because if not, I know some people be like, "Oh man, that's just a movie. Oh man, that's fiction." But in real life, like I said, this movie To Die For It is loosely based on a true story. In real life, the woman really has someone delete her husband. Like, that's true for a fact. Everything else is kind of exaggerated, but that part is undisputed truth right there. You can look that up. And you have to have a discerned spirit if you know if a woman really wants you, that really love you, that really honor you, that's really gonna honor you. She didn't love him, or she didn't respect him, because when he wanted another part, a scene, if you've ever seen a movie before, when Matt Dillon wanted to talk to Nicole Kidman, Suzanne, on the movie, when he said, after she got off work, "Oh, I need to talk to you." She was like, "Can they wait?" He like, "No, it can't wait." And you can see the look on her face, because he wasn't never running the household.